Chants of Tolak Umno was heard at Pakatan Harapan's ceramah in Negeri Sembilan last night. This came as the coalition's top leaders move to ease tensions in the state. Meanwhile, Sultan Sharafuddin Idris Shah has put his foot down on the issue of pig farming in Selangor. This and more on KiniNews. Negeri Sembilan Menteri Besar Aminuddin Harun has urged the public to be prepared for a possible snap state election. This was following tensions in the state between Pakatan Harapan and Barisan Nasional. In his speech at a Harapan ceramah in Negeri Sembilan last night, Aminuddin said that they needed to be ready to face any circumstances.
Apa yang berlaku ini adalah satu pengajaran kepada kita. Satu pembelajaran kepada kita, satu didikan kepada kita. Supaya kita sentiasa tenang, sabar, melihat untuk kita jangan gelabah. Tetapi dalam masa yang sama, saya nak rakyat Negeri Sembilan, penduduk Negeri Sembilan bersiap sedia menghadapi pilihan raya. Mereka tak puas hati lagi. Hari ini statement demi statement, statement demi statement mereka keluarkan. Seolah-olah kita terpaksa menerima. Tetapi kita juga manusia. Saya juga manusia. Saya juga rasa tercalar. Saya juga rasa riba.
The event was held as top leaders of Pakatan Harapan move to ease tensions in Negeri Sembilan with a renewed pledge of support for Aminuddin. Hundreds of supporters gathered as coalition leaders sought to reassure that the state administration, together with Barisan Nasional, remain intact, despite Negeri Sembilan Umno's claim that its 14 assemblypersons had lost confidence in Aminuddin. However, chants of Tolak Umno were also heard at the ceramah before the arrival of Pakatan Harapan leaders, and again after Aminuddin's speech, and at the end of the event.
Okay. Bye.
Still on the topic, UMNO President Zahid was asked about his views on criticism directed at his party by Harapan supporters during the ceramah. He told reporters at an event earlier today that this could be because some Harapan grassroots members did not understand UMNO's stance on the political developments in the state. According to Free Malaysia Today, Zahid said he had reviewed the speeches delivered by Harapan leaders and that they clearly understood the issue. He was quoted as saying that he understood the feelings of grassroots members, but they might not necessarily have a clear picture of the position taken by UMNO and Barisan Nasional. He added that UMNO remains committed to the unity government in Negeri Sembilan and had never discussed replacing Aminuddin Harun as Menteri Besar. Yesterday, Negeri Sembilan Umno stressed that it would continue supporting the state administration while simultaneously maintaining a loss of confidence in the Menteri Besar. Negeri Sembilan Umno Liaison Committee Secretary Mustafa Nagor said the decision to maintain cooperation was made to safeguard the people's well-being and prioritize the interests of the state.
From now on, you can also listen to KiniNews on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Scan the QR code on the screen to follow us.
Selangor ruler Sultan Sharafuddin Idris Shah has reaffirmed his stance against pig farming in the state. In a statement posted on the Selangor Royal Office Facebook page, the Sultan's private secretary Munir Bani said His Royal Highness said the issue should be stopped and concluded entirely to preserve harmony among the people of Selangor and to avoid public unease. According to the statement, the position was made after taking into account the implications of pig farming, which included environmental concerns. The Selangor ruler said pig farming could lead to soil and air pollution, as well as contamination of river water sources that supply clean water to about 9 million residents in Selangor, Kuala Lumpur, and Putrajaya. His Royal Highness also said that modern farming methods that comply with standards are costly and impractical to implement solely to meet Selangor's pork supply needs. As such, the ruler suggested importing pork from other states such as Sarawak for non-Muslim communities in Selangor, noting that even Singapore imports pork from abroad instead of rearing pigs locally. The Sultan further said that both large and small-scale pig farming are unsuitable in Selangor due to limited land resources and high property values, which should instead be used for more beneficial economic development that serves society as a whole. Sultan Sharafuddin had also shared a quote with the public last night. In the post, the ruler referenced former US President Harry S. Truman's words to highlight the links between politics and wealth. The first translated quote states, "No one can get rich in politics unless he's a crook." A second quote stated that if the wealthiest people in a society are its politicians, that society is fundamentally corrupt. Sultan Sharafuddin did not specify whom he was directing the remarks to. However, the Selangor Royal Office stated that the ruler shared the quotes as a reflection for all and expressed hope that they would serve as a meaningful reminder to society. Earlier, the Selangor Royal Council had also defended Sultan Sharafuddin against a misconception that the ruler was interfering with state executive administration through his decrees. In a separate statement, the council stressed that any advice, reprimand, and reminder from the Sultan constituted important counsel from a ruler to ensure that the state administration is carried out with full responsibility. The council said the statement was issued to refute views from certain political quarters who claimed that Sultan Sharafuddin's royal address at the opening of the Selangor State Legislative Assembly last month had interfered in the state government's administration and violated the concept of a constitutional monarchy.
If you like the stories we produce, consider supporting us by subscribing to Malaysia Kini. Click the link in the description below or scan the QR code on your screen to subscribe.
Back to Zahid, the Court of Appeal has allowed the Malaysian bar to pursue a judicial review against a decision by the Attorney General to temporarily discontinue prosecution against him in 2023. The decision was on Zahid's 47 corruption charges involving Yayasan Akal Budi funds. The court had granted him a discharge not amounting to an acquittal or DNAA 3 years ago. In a unanimous decision this morning, the panel of 3 judges, led by Faiza Jamaluddin, said they found the bar's judicial review application appropriate and not frivolous. They said the bar raised arguable issues that warrant a full judicial review and remitted the matter back to the High Court for hearing. They added that the challenge by the bar was not a collateral attack on the criminal court presiding over the case. Instead, it challenged the legality and rationality of the AG's decision that led to Zahid's DNAA. On September 4, 2023, the Kuala Lumpur High Court had granted the prosecution's application for DNAA on Zahid's corruption case. The lead prosecutor, Dusuki Mokhtar, who is the current AG, had laid out 11 reasons for the application, including to allow the prosecution of more comprehensive and complete investigation into the case. Meanwhile, Selangor Past Youth has called for Tourism, Arts and Culture Minister Tiong King Sing to resign over the Rain Rave Water Festival 2026 in Bukit Bintang. In a statement on Facebook, its Vice Chief, Faizuddin Zai, said the festival had tarnished the country's good name and its identity. He added that this wasn't the first time that there had been criticism against Tiong and warned that it will cause Malaysians to reject Pakatan Harapan and UMNO in the upcoming general election. The Rain Rave Water Music Festival 2026, organized by the Tourism, Arts and Culture Ministry as part of Visit Malaysia Year 2026, had drawn criticism from various quarters, including from PAS and UMNO. Several party leaders have also come out in defense of Tiong and the event. On Tuesday, Bagan MP Lim Guan Eng highlighted the Malaysian Inbound Tourism Association's estimate that the event had been attended by 180,000 people and generated up to 200 million ringgit in overall tourism revenue. He also praised Tiong for not bowing to pressure over programs carried out by the ministry. Lim added that the revenue would benefit small traders, while the large turnout at the event would generate positive publicity for Malaysia as a safe tourism destination that allows clean and enjoyable entertainment. Previously, Tiong had defended the festival, saying it was a voluntary public event and should not be turned into a controversy. He added that the event was a carefully planned urban tourism initiative carried out under close supervision and not uncontrolled or disorderly as claimed by its critics. And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, X, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm John. Thanks for watching.